This is the semi-final match between Armenian King and Chagatay Kagan, because Roman Ronin had to pull out of the tournament due to being away. This matchup between Marian Rome and Polybian, and Arverni is going to be played between Chagatay and Armenian King, and we are watching this battle from Armenian King's perspective. Armenian King has brought a line of legionaries, a mix of standard legionaries and veteran legionaries. He has a total of 8 of these units. He has 6 cavalry units, a vigile unit. I might have told him these were allowed, but they were supposed to be banned, but one vigile unit isn't going to make or break a game. Then we have the auxiliary African elephants. For Chagatay, he has a peculiar Arverni build with 6 naked warriors, Celtic slingers on each flank. He has 1 Levi freeman, Celtic warriors, light horse, heavy horse in the center, and that's his build. His center consists of Oathsworn, 2 Oathsworn and 2 chosen swords. His general is Vercingetorix. And straight away it's very apparent that Arverni does not have the tools to deal with the elephants of Rome. Arverni might do decently well in the infantry engagement, but the cavalry advantage of Rome is going to be able to tie down the Arverni units that has javelins. It's going to be able to take out the Celtic slingers easily, and Celtic slingers aren't a massive threat to elephants. They're going to have a very hard time trying to make the elephants run amok, and it will take a lot of volleys to kill them, so I'm fairly confident that the cavalry of Rome is going to be able to get to these skirmishers before they're able to do the damage they need to. And what Rome is also going to be able to do with this build is to negate many charges with the legionary cavalry and then pile in the legionary units. So I would feel more confident if I had the Roman build here than if I had the Arverni build. But Chagatay is doing something nice here in protecting his most important units with cavalry. Still, the legionary cavalry is just going to pile in here, tie down the units, it looks like. Just crash into the heavy horse. Some of them are going to make it through, but it wasn't a pull through. The legionary cavalry is taking a beating due to being shot down, but very nicely done here. And charging into naked warriors is going to do a lot of damage to the naked warriors. Now the pain is going to start for the Arverni player. His naked warriors are going to be denied the charge, and the same goes for the entire line of Oathsworn here. They're just ripe for the picking by these legionary units. The naked warriors are not going to get attack orders. That's going to be massive for them because they have a 36 charge bonus, and they're not going to do well. They have already used the frenzy. The Oathsworn are sort of getting flanked here and then getting charged. The Oathsworn did not have attack orders, so this is pretty massive for the Roman player, for Armenian King being able to negate the charge bonuses. The elephants are already in the mix. They are taking fire from the 2 Celtic slinger units, so nicely done there by Chagatay. There are just so many cavalry units roaming around for Rome, able to go for rear charges and able to help these elephants remove the light horse and the naked warriors. 1 unit of legionary cavalry heroically making it through here, and it's going to scare away the Celtic slingers. Nicely done protecting the Celtic slingers with heavy horse units. But the Oathsworn up against 2 units of veteran legionaries, they're going to do really poorly. The fair effect from the elephants is making itself felt. And here some naked warriors actually started to kill the elephants. That's pretty amazing, but he is not giving spam orders on the elephants, so they aren't going to be able to move out here on their own. Armenian King could just push through these units and into the units over here, but it doesn't look like he really needs to in order to defeat these units, because the naked warriors are getting some nice kills, but since they didn't get attack orders down here, they're going to do poorly. Looks like we have some naked warriors smashing into the veteran legionaries. The Roman cavalry is being defeated by the slingers, so it looks like this might be it for the Roman elephants. I thought the elephants would be a lot more decisive in this battle than they were, but it was mainly the Roman cavalry and the Roman infantry that sealed the deal for Rome here. bringing naked warriors is a huge gamble because they are so weak against cavalry, and because they don't do very well when they aren't able to charge. They will do massive amounts of damage to infantry if they're able to charge and use their frenzy, but if they're not, and it's so easy to negate the charges from these units just by using cheap legionary cavalry. Let's have a look at what happens when they get charged. They just go flying because they are the Celtic warriors are heavy melee infantry, but the naked warriors are light melee infantry, so they don't have the mass to stand up to enemy cavalry. The Celtic slingers are being chased off the field. The elephants are still alive, still not giving them move orders to push through, but they are getting kills. Still, this is the first time I've seen naked warriors kill elephants, but the fair effect from the elephants is going to make itself felt on the Oathsworn unit. It's attacked in the rear, it is losing the combat, and it is near a fair causing unit, so even Oathsworn with 70 morale is going to have issues staying in the fight here. But here you can see what the naked warriors are going to do on the charge. They should get a lot of kills here. Yeah, the kills are just amazing for naked warriors on the charge. But the problem is microing enough of these units so that you are able to get these charges, and to stay away from the enemy cavalry so that you are able to get the charges. So very few Arverni units left on the field. The elephants were not very decisive in this battle. They were pretty useful in tying down the flanks, but Armenian king was more busy microing his cavalry and his infantry, I think, and that paid off because he was able to defeat the Arverni infantry with the Roman infantry. And the elephants they did get some nice kills, but they weren't super decisive. They did destroy the entire army. The legionaries and the cavalry did a lot of work as well, as is apparent by the kills here. The veteran legionaries just did an amazing job, 6 veteran legionaries and 2 legionary cohorts. The legionary cavalry was very important in messing up the Arverni lines, denying charges. The Oathsworn weren't really able to be effective, and the naked warriors not really effective either. I haven't seen many naked warriors being used as mainline infantry in tournament battles before, and for good reason, because they die to cavalry and they die to prolonged engagements. And Rome can bring a lot of cheap cavalry, and they have units that can stay in the fight and do damage for a long time. So the first battle went to Armenian king. In the next battle they will switch factions, and we'll have a look at how that goes in the next video. Strength and honor.